Welcome back, my beautiful friends. I hope that you all are doing well. I am coming out of a bit of a hibernation. I believe I caught another infection. If it's out there, I will catch it just due to how immunocompromised I am. So it was a rough last week and a half. But I've been off antibiotics for about 2 days now. So starting to feel a little bit more like myself. Um, on the agenda today is I am going to go ahead and pick up my CPAP machine. I think I shared with you all that I had a sleep study done, and it showed that my neurological system is under a lot of distress throughout the night. My autonomic system is basically swinging back and forth, and that's causing me to stop breathing. We're not sure if it's sleep apnea or if it is just my nervous system can't keep up. So we're going to try the CPAP machine. They encouraged me to use it throughout the day as well when I've got air hunger and things like that. So I'm going to test that bad boy out tonight, and I hope that it changes my life in terms of just feeling more rested and not waking up a million times a night, and also not feeling like I got no sleep. It just feels like I'm like sleeping very surface level. So looking forward to that. I will put the mask on here for you guys in a second. It is quite sexy. So I'm going to rock it. I'm just going to bring the vibes. So that's where we're at. And then later on, I have an appointment with my neurosurgeon, a follow up. Last time we met, she decided to send me to go see infectious disease specialist out in Boulder. And then I'm also going to see hematology. I've just had elevated hematocrit and like MCH, I think it was. Could be from, the lack of oxygen throughout the night. So my focus today and onward is resting as much as possible, getting some good routines back in place, some organizational strategies. So if you guys want to hear more about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to just get myself into a better mindset in terms of how I'm going to structure my days and what's going to be best for my health, let me know. And I can definitely make a video on that. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. During my medical leave, I've been really focused on filling up my freezer as much as possible. So soups, stews, all the things that can reheat really easily, broths. And I also started my sourdough journey around Christmas time. I think it was like 2023, maybe. So, or 2024, it doesn't matter. So right now I am making 2 loaves of sourdough bread, and I love this recipe because it does make 2 loaves. And so once it comes out of the oven, cools down completely, I'll pop an entire loaf in the freezer, and then it just comes to room temperature overnight in the same bag that you store it in, reabsorbs all that moisture, and it's just like a fresh loaf. So other things that I do with sourdough is I make bagels, I make English muffins, I make cookies, muffins, like you name it. And then also the person that I follow that I use all her recipes for sourdough, she created a sourdough discard pizza recipe, which is literally dumping your sourdough into a cast iron pan and then baking it and then throwing your toppings on it. I will never make pizza dough another way because it is so simple, it's so quick, and it is so delicious. So if you guys are interested in seeing, some of that routine or, some of my go-to recipes, let me know. I love food. I love making food. It is my creative passion. It's what fills my cup up. So I probably will incorporate a few more food related videos. So anyway, let's get this sourdough in the oven. I also love this recipe because you can store the uncooked loaves in the fridge for up to 3 days. Okay, so now I'm gonna let that bake for 25 minutes and I'm gonna take the lid off and let it cook for another 23. So I'll see you guys then. It's really easy for me to get ahead of myself when I start to feel a little bit better. I tend to just run that energy straight into the ground. And so I'm being mindful today to just pick one area of the house that I want to focus on. I know that you all can relate when you're not feeling well, everything gets put to the wayside, things start to pile up. And so I am going to focus on cleaning my bedroom because I need to set up my new oxygen machine and I want it to be nice and clean in here. And I don't think I've dusted in here in like, I don't even know how long. So I'm going to cut myself off in terms of physical tasks after this. So hold me accountable. Let's do it. I just want to push through and finish this task. I'm going to take a little break. Okay, we are back. So my doctor ordered me heated tubing. I'm not really sure what that means. I think that the air that comes through and the humidity that comes through is warm. They said I can adjust that if I want to. I don't know. Obviously, this is all new for me, so I'm not going to do a walkthrough of like what everything is. But they did give me obviously a quick rundown, and you just fill up the reservoir with distilled water, pop it in here, turn it on, select auto, because my neurosurgeon had this like setting up the features to be specific for my individual needs. So pop that bad boy in there and put the little face mask on, and we'll get her done. So this thing has to live on my nightstand, so I think I'll maybe do it like this. And, excuse me, like this. And then it's pretty long tubing, so that is good. Seems like it'll go like this, and then I'll just be strapped up in here. So I'll keep you guys posted on how it goes, if I like it, all that good stuff. Fingers crossed I get a good night's sleep. So remember I said I was just going to do my bedroom. I'm going to count the bathroom as the bedroom. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do the sink. I was wondering why I was sweating profusely. Who cleans with their hair down? Much better. All right, we did a little shower. I skipped a lot of hours, finished the cleaning. I'm exhausted, but I wanted to share with you the snack type of snacks, I guess, that I've been having. So this is, oh my God, apples, and then it's a quarter of a fatty stick. I don't know if I've talked about fatty sticks on here or not, but like 3 ingredients, just spices, and then the type of meat that they use. There's many different flavors. I love the jalapeno and the honey barbecue. But I've got that apple, and I've never tried it with the granola butter. Usually I'll have this on graham crackers, which is phenomenal. So I'll report back on that, but that's what I'm doing.